Hi everybody, this is Anthony from sanniecreates. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to be doing one of the msscrapbusters from Melina Pyland, and it is, I think it was called collaged Matchbook Ephemera holders or something like that. Yeah, but before we get into this, I just want to thank all those ladies that supported me by buying me a coffee on my Ko-fi store. I really appreciate it, and it helps me to buy craft supplies so that I can actually craft more and get more videos out to you with the supplies that I use. So thank you so very much. So Melina had done hers a bit, I think, smaller from what I saw in the video, but I did mine's pretty big. I kind of used the entire half of the A4 page that I'm using. And then the other thing, I didn't stamp on mine's because when I collaged on it, it was quite busy, okay, because I really use scraps. And then the other thing that I did differently is I didn't use I think it's vellum. I use greaseproof paper over here, and I just did some stamping inside. Okay, but these are still matchbook pockets, and you can put your ephemera in it. So pretty awesome project. Thank you so much, Melina. And let's get started. Okay, so I've prepped my collage pages in, as I mentioned, I used A4. And if you look at it, I can't quite remember which ones are together. I think this one's together. These two are together, and then this is from there. So you can see I really use scraps on it, and very small pieces, quite busy. So I didn't want to add stamping to it. So yeah, let's get started. So if you kind of look at that, I think I made 111 and 110 from because it's 21 centimeters across, something like that. I just cut it out, and obviously with I backed it with coffee dyed paper, the collage. Okay, but the tutorial is not about collage, okay, but I just wanted to let you know what I did over here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take one. I don't know how many we'll do on camera, but yeah, let's just go for it. Okay, so you obviously need your collage sheets. You need a bone folder. You'll need maybe a circle punch, some glue. If you ink, you need your ink. And then you just need stuff that you want to decorate it with. So like, for example, I use some stuff. You'll need a stapler. I think that might be quite necessary. And then you can use vellum inside. You can use tracing paper. You can use book pages. Oh, you can use whatever you want to make the pockets. Really doesn't matter. Melina made hers with, I think it was vellum, and then she sprayed, I think, the distress inks on it, so she got a nice effect over there. I don't have distress inks. I don't have any distress inks, to be honest. They're just way too expensive here in South Africa. And then you don't know what color to choose. You know, you can't get just one distress ink, well, in my opinion. Okay, so yeah, so I just and as I mentioned, vellum is like, you can't get it here. So there we go. I'm using greaseproof paper, and it is pretty sturdy, I might add. So yeah, for those people that are out there that can't get like your vellum, don't have distress inks, don't worry. Melina's projects are such that you can always, and that's what I love about it, you can always adapt it to how you want to do it, and also what craft supplies you have at home, right? So that is the reason why it's nice to have many people doing it. So there's always different takes on a project inspired by someone. So there we go. Right, let's go. So the first thing we do is that now you need to remember this is collaged, and it is pretty close collage, meaning that I use pretty small pieces. So I think I'm going to go on this end, and I'm just going to pick it up a little bit. It really doesn't matter as long as the fold is not too large. But yeah. Oh, and then I said you'll need a bone folder. Hey, you don't even have to collage. You don't. You can use, if you use digitals, you can use a digital. If you use just plain coffee dyed paper, you can use plain coffee dyed paper. But I wouldn't use paper weight paper. If copyright paper. Sorry, my mistake. What am I speaking? Another language here. Right, so I've just done that, but if you want measurements on it, I've measured it at just over 2 centimeters, which is less than an inch. So that in inches is oh my greatness, 7/8, less than 7/8 of an inch. Yeah. Okay, maybe 6/8 of an inch. Right, so that's what I did. And now I want to, she made a gusset, okay, on the top over here, and I think hers was a 1/4 inch. In order to, if this expands, if you have a lot of ephemera in it, then you can add that in it. And then she also made a pocket, so you can put more ephemera in there, and then these two. So this might need to expand, hence the spine on the top. Okay, not the gusset. So I'm also going to do a spine on mine, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this down. Okay, so I might, because the paper is now quite thick, I might have to go in and I might have to glue some of the collage bits up, okay, as we go, because it is breaking now. I can, well, it's not breaking as such. So this is my bottom end, and that's where that pocket there ends. Oh, that little flap ends. So I want to bring mine a bit over that, okay, because this needs to tuck inside that. And then I'm going to line up the edges, and I am going to fold it here like that. Okay, so it is a bit hard, must admit. Right, so that's basically it. And then now if I want a gusset, right, so sorry, not a gusset, oh my gosh, a spine. All I'm going to do is I'm going to look at it and I'm going to say, okay, I want it in so much, which means that kind of sits where I want it, right? So I did it a little differently, I think, and I measured there. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open it. Okay, I'm going to open it, and this is the back part and this is the front part. From the fold I did, I'm going to measure into the back part a bit. I don't think it really matters. I've tried it, and yeah, it kind of works. So I know for a fact that I'm not going to put a lot of stuff in it. So I think I'm going to set it to maybe just over a 1/4 inch, but between a 1/4 and a 1/2 inch, I would say. Yeah, so that's an inch. I think I'm going to go for a 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go for a 1/4 inch here and a 1/4 inch there. Now I'm going to take out my scoreboard, but you don't need to. Even if you have like a ruler and then you have a knife or something, you can actually score in that manner, but mine is a little thick, so I'm going to take out a scoreboard and I'm just going to score. I'm silly, hey, because if I knew I was scoring at 1/4 inch from that line, I didn't need to make any lines. You realize that? Yeah, I didn't need to make any lines because my scoreboard will have those. So I'm just putting that line up on against there, and I'm scoring 1/4 inch in, which is that there. Okay, so these are my other fold. Now, as I mentioned, you can do it whichever way you want to. It doesn't really matter. There we go. Let's just put that away there. So there's one line here. Yeah, the one we scored. And there's the other one here that we folded. Right. I found this method worked a bit better for me personally. Okay, so that is the reason why I used it. But you can go ahead and you can do what Milena did. Okay, so sorry about that, but I want to round the corners on this here. So let's go. And sorry, I have my kids in the room. One is watching TV while the other one is learning. So you might hear some sounds. So please excuse me. Yeah, okay, so we've rounded the corners on it, and then what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to ink it as well. Okay, and continue that way. But before I ink it, what I'll do is I'll ink it off camera, right? But let me show you what I'm gonna do here now with my freezer paper. And I'm hoping that it's gonna work. It worked on the other one. So let's hope it's gonna work on this one here. All I'm taking is my freezer paper, and it so happened that I just cut it down to this length. I have no idea how that worked, but I did because it came in a roll. And I'm looking and I'm like, oh, let's see. Okay, it's too large, right? So, but I want it long enough. And I'll show you what I mean. That's also too large there, okay? So which means that I need to cut some down. So I'm just going to eyeball it, and I'll give you measurements after I actually fold it in. Now I'm trying to fold it according to the width of this here, but I want it a little bit smaller than that. So I'm looking again, and you can see it's really eyeballing it. Yeah, so I think if we pull it in just a tad bit more and do that there like that, okay, and do this like that, right, like that. And then I've discovered that freezer paper is not the easiest paper. Well, it's not freezer paper. I'm so sorry. Have I been saying freezer paper? Because if I have, I'm lying. It is greaseproof paper. I don't know why I'm saying freezer paper. Please excuse me. Greaseproof paper. I guess when it's on the roll, it's harder to cut, but now it looks easier. So if I look at it, it is cool. It is within that. Now she made two separate pockets, and she made one taller than the other. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to put it in here like this, right? And I am going to say, okay, this is my fold here. Maybe I must ink it so you can see it, my double fold. That's the first fold, okay, and that's the second fold. I can't sing, as you can hear me, right? No, I'm a shower singer. Right, so I'm going to look at my first fold from the flap, and I'm going to put this here, but I'm going to bring it down a little bit, right? Because let's do the third fold as well, so you can just see what that is all about there. Okay, it's not necessary to do that, right? But just for demonstration purposes. So I'm going to bring it down a little bit, and then I am going to take it up as well, okay, because this is the part it's going to fold onto. So I'm going to take it up a bit above the fold, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to line the corners up here like that, okay, and just bone folder here. Oh, come on, don't be difficult. All these things always happen on camera, right? So there we go, just lining it up like that, okay. Now obviously she made one bigger than taller than the other, and I too want to make one taller than the other. So that's where that one is, the tall one is going to be. and there's the short one. So I'm just gonna put it in here. I'm gonna drop it down to about that much. Okay, right? So I'm gonna drop it down to that much, and then I am going to fold it again. Complicated, yeah, but then it saves me from actually cutting, cutting up stuff, right? So I'm just gonna eyeball that, and I am going to tear it there. Okay, like that. Straight enough. Yeah, it is for me. Right, so that's that. And then now you are going to take, let's say something like this. And you are going to, now this is going to be the front pocket, that's going to be the back pocket. This is the front of the back pocket, and this is the front, because it's double folded, right? So I'm just going to do that and eyeball a notch into it like this, right? And why am I doing that is because this paper doesn't take well to being punched. Okay, so I'm just putting something over there to help the punch. Okay, and I am eyeballing this like that, and then I'm going to do the same for the top over here as well. So there we go. Now, you know, you can measure it, you can make sure that both are the same width and stuff like that. I'm okay with it like that, right? So I've just punched a little punch hole here, and then you can go deeper if you want to. I think that's okay. It's just to signify there's a pocket over there. Now what you need to do at this stage over here is that you need to ink, right? If you're inking, you must ink at this stage over here, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ink, and then I'm gonna get back to you, because inking with this material, it takes a long time. So I'm gonna ink here, well, ink here up till here, ink here up till there, ink the back of this one, and then ink here, here, and here. Okay, and then just the top portions. Then I'm going to ink all this, as well as the back, the front as well, and the back if you wanted a floating pocket. And then I'll be back. Right, I think I'm done inking. I don't know what's this on my nail. I inked, but now comes the part where we are going to start constructing this. Okay, so we've got that. Now we want to add this in here. Okay, now at this point, if you want to stamp, you can go ahead and stamp now. Okay, the reason why I'm not stamping now is because well, I can stamp now. Let's just stamp. Okay, the reason is because I'm using stamps where I want them to be positioned in a certain place after I glue it in. So I don't think I'm going to stamp now. I'm going to wait. Okay, so what I'm going to do is now front pocket, back pocket, open it up. You're going to glue down any one of the longer sides. So you're going to glue. Oh, did I not? I think I forgot to close my glue now. Let's see. Okay, it's working. You can use two-sided tape as well, depending what you want to use. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so close them together, and then they will stick. So you've got something where it's a long piece and it's stuck on one side and got the fold on the other. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take the glue on the short pocket. You're going to run a line down the middle, crooked or straight, like me, there, and then you're going to bring it up and fold it onto the top pocket. Okay, now you're going to take this and you're going to put it in here, right? Now don't butt it up right to the edge. Okay, the more further down to that line you go, the less real estate you have over here on the pocket. Okay, so but I'm going to go further down because I made my pockets quite tall, so I don't mind losing some real estate, because when you staple, you're going to staple at the bottom, you're not going to staple on the top. Okay, so you want to, when you staple, be able to catch these pockets here. You get me? All right, so that is the reason why you will try to go as much to the bottom as possible, depending on how you want to do it. But before you glue it on, the taller pocket, the back pocket, also needs a bit of glue going down the center. Okay, and then you just add it to your pocket like that. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit more. Okay, and I am going to try and line it up there, and I am going to be happy with that. Now I want to do my corner stamps here, hence I'm going to have to be able to staple that. Okay, so I'm going to staple it, and just judging where that could have ended, I'm going to staple it like that. Okay, right, so mine is done now. Let's do the stamping, and then we will go now I want to put the pocket here so I know where to stamp as well, because I'm putting a pocket on the inside, right? Okay, right, so there's my pocket that will go on the inside like that. Okay, cool bananas. So I'm going to glue 3 sides of it like that. Okay, sure, I need to get new lighting. I'm going to put it quite to the bottom because I want enough space to be able to put something on the top. Okay, so I am not going to bulk this up. Not going to bulk it up with anything more decorations, because I want this to close. Okay, so what am I doing? It was right, well, almost right, just looked a bit crooked to my eyes, but now, oh, something. Right, I think that's okay. Darcy. Okay, there it is. Okay, now let's do some stamping. I want to stamp here and here. Okay, but I want to use the small stamp here, and these are corner stamps, which I got. I think I hurt my, I don't know what's up with my eye, my left eye. I can feel a pain. I took an Allergex, so I'm laughing because normally if I take an Allergex, my son asked me when I took it, he says, aren't you gonna go and sleep now? Because that's what happens to me. I can't even take a Panado. Just trying to get that stamp in there. And then I am using ink. Here's my ink. Okay, I'm gonna use some Stays On. Oh greatness, that Allergex is kicking in. Stay Soft is a brand of fabric softener here in South Africa. I'm gonna use some Stays On because of the type of material I'm working with, and I am going to try and get some stamps in there. Oh, Santhony, man, that's a boo-boo. Okay, hey, it is what it is. Oh, what am I doing now? And I was going to mess it up even further. Okay, look, I messed it up again over there. Oh, it doesn't matter. Maybe it's because I didn't ink that properly. And then on this side, and also I don't want to put my head in the camera, and that's the problem. It's more my head. I don't want you to see my head. And as a result of that, I'm making a clear clear mess over here. Oh, just let's do this. Not so much on the hands. Yeah, so we really made a mess of this. I'm so worried that you don't see my head that I'm making a mess of it. There we go. And then one here. Ooh, that measurement is just right. And then let me ink this properly, because the pad is juicy enough. It's me. That's a better image. Okay, and the next one now, I'm going to use a larger piece. And also I don't want something too squared because I rounded the corners there. And on this one, let's do that rather. And then I'm just going to turn it around so that my head doesn't catch on it. But I can kind of see, hopefully, where I am lining it up. Oh, that's a much better image. Not perfect, but so much better than the other ones over there. And then this one is going to go this way, and that is a bit crooked as I put it down. Realize that, but it's okay. Oh, sorry about that noise. And there we go here, like that. Okay, so hopefully we can cover up some of our boo-boo. I don't know, let's see. We can cover up some of our boo-boo. Okay, so let's do that. Just put the sticker on the inside like this. Yeah, so I don't know, even if I asked you ladies if you were well, you know, it's so rude. I hope that you are well and that you are having a great day. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring out a little stick over here because I had to cover up my boo-boo. I put the flower a little too much on the top. So not a sticker, but a butterfly maybe. A butterfly. Let's add a butterfly here. And let's quickly add also a to kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Centralize, yeah, you know, just bring it together. Okay, all right, and maybe something like that. Even though that memories worked, did bring it in together. No, want it here like that. Yeah. Okay, so that's that. Now let's go to the front and let's see what I have in the front over here. I've just prepared a few more because I am going to oh no, I don't need that. I am going to need that. Okay, going to do a few more. Okay, so we got that. Let's keep that one for the next round. All right, so what do we want to do in the front? Remember, when you are adding something to the front, remember this goes in. This part here goes in. So I just want to add a bit of glue here because I can see it coming, opening up. But now, oh, it is right. So now, if I were you, I put this in here like that. So it will give me a very good idea where I should not actually place this. Right? So I'm going to put that there like that. There. Something like that. Okay, just there like that. It slipped out of my hand. Kind of like that. Ooh, the yawn. Okay, that there. And then I think I'm gonna add a little bit of something. Where's my to that? Oh, can't see with the light. No, I'm cutting even. I'm gonna add that there maybe with some fabric glue. And I'm going to use my finger only because I have a tissue right here. Okay, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to add fabric glue to this as well, also using my finger because I have a tissue here that I can rub it out on, and I'm going to go down sleeves just now as well, so can wash that out. There we go. And then let's put our butterfly. Oh my god, sorry. That's my son. Oh, he's yawning. Can you hear him? No, he's not sleepy, he's just yawning. Oh my word. Okay, and then a bit of bling. Yeah, and that's it. So I hope that you enjoyed this project, and that you are going to try it. Variation or no variation, it is a beautiful project. And thank you once again, Malena, for introducing us to this project. And give it a try, give it a shot, and you will be able to use it in lots of. Oh, that's an Artie Mace freebie, and that's mine. That's my freebie, and I think well, right now it's on my Facebook group, Sunny Creates Junk Journals, in the file section, but I will be transferring all my freebies from there onto my Ko-fi shop. So yeah, that's it. That is our project for today. These the two that we made. This one and then this one. Oh, this looks lonely. It needs a butterfly. Don't you think it needs a butterfly? Yeah, so if you open it, it looks like this. And then you can then go in and you can put a little bit more, you know, your ephemera in it and things like that. So there we go. Some nice pockets over here. I think you can get quite a bit in. So thanks so much for watching, and do take care, and I hope that you have a fabulous week ahead and that you have a blessed week ahead. Bye bye everybody. Oh, and just before you go, I realized that I haven't made a shout out to say, if you like the videos, please consider giving it a thumbs up. If you are not a subscriber as yet and you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thumbs up and comments will really help me to get noticed on YouTube. And I am still a beginner, and I would really appreciate your support. Thanks so much. Bye bye.